हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, ये मेरे एमए सोशोलॉजी के नोट्स हैं। सब्जेक्ट का कोड है SOC 101। इसमें 4 यूनिट हैं। फर्स्ट यूनिट में ये टॉपिक्स हैं, सेकंड में ये वाले, थर्ड में ये टॉपिक्स हैं, फोर्थ में ये। इन सभी के नोट्स मैंने इसी नोटबुक्स पे बनाए हुए हैं। मैंने सोचा कि मैं आपको शेयर कर दूँ, क्योंकि बच्चों को प्रॉब्लम होती है नोट्स बनाने में। ठीक है, बहुत सारा सर्च करते हैं, कभी किसी ऐप पे कभी किसी ऐप पे, तो अच्छे से वो इतने नोट्स बनते नहीं हैं। ठीक है, तो बने हुए नोट्स हैं मेरे, मैंने सोचा मैं शेयर कर दूं, जिससे आप सभी इनको अच्छे से लिख सकें। और बच्चों के एग्ज़ाम भी होते हैं, अगर किसी का कोई सब्जेक्ट रह भी गया है तो वो टेंशन वाली कोई बात नहीं है। यहीं से नोट्स को अपनी नोटबुक पे लिख लेना और उसको अच्छे से पढ़ लेना। पहला क्वेश्चन है मीनिंग, ओरिजिन एंड नेचर ऑफ सोशोलॉजी। मैं इसको रीड आउट भी कर देती हूँ, ताकि अगर आपसे कोई अगर वर्ड पढ़ा नहीं जा रहा है, ठीक है, तो वो आप अगर मैं रीड करूँगी तो आप उसको सुन लेना अच्छे से। ठीक है, The word sociology is derived from two words, socius Latin meaning society and logo Greek meaning study or science. Thus, sociology means the scientific study of society, social relationship, society, institution and pattern of social interaction. Sociology studies how individuals interact with one another, how groups are formed, how social institutions like family, religion, education, economy and politics function, and how society change over time. According to Auguste Comte, sociology is the science of social phenomena subject to natural law. Max Weber defined sociology as the science which attempts the interpretative understanding of social action. Origin of sociology. Although the study of society existed in ancient times in the work of Plato, Aristotle, Confucius, and Ibn Khaldun, sociology as a separate discipline emerged in the 19th century. The main factor responsible for the origin of sociology were Industrial Revolution. It brought rapid industrialization, urbanization, and new social problems like poverty, crime, and class conflict. French Revolution. It challenged traditional institutions such as monarchy and church and promoted ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity. Scientific Revolution. The success of natural sciences encouraged thinkers to apply scientific methods to the study of society. Growth of capitalism. It led to changes in class structure and social relations. Auguste Comte, known as the father of sociology, coined the term sociology in 1839 and emphasized the scientific approach to the study of society. Nature of sociology. The nature of sociology can be understood through the following points. Science of society. Sociology is a social science that studies in a systematic and scientific manner study of social relationship. It focuses on interaction among individuals and groups. Abstract and general science. Sociology studies social phenomena in general, not particular event. Both empirical and theoretical. It uses observation, surveys and research along with theories and concepts. Value neutral. Sociology aims to remain objective and free from personal bias. Dynamic science. It studies social change and social processes. Interdisciplinary nature. Sociology is closely related to economic, political science, history, and anthropology. Conclusion. Sociology is an important social science that helps us to understand society, social behavior, and social change. By studying the meaning, origin, and nature of sociology, we gain a deeper insight into the functioning of human society and the problems faced in the modern world. इन नोट्स को शेयर करने का मेरा एक और कारण था, जैसे मैं खुद भी अगर नोट्स बनाती हूँ तो बड़ा ज़्यादा सर्च करना पड़ता है, देखना पड़ता है कि कौन सी लाइन लिखनी है, कौन सी लाइन नहीं लिखनी है, कौन सा छोड़ना है, कौन सा इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो बड़ा मुश्किल होता है नोट्स बनाना भी। तो मैंने सोचा था, मैंने बनाए हैं नोट्स, तो अगर किसी के काम आ जाते हैं तो अच्छी बात है ना। अपनी बुक्स को लोग पढ़ के रद्दी वालों को बेच देते हैं। ठीक है, तो अगर MA जो मतलब B.Ed वगैरह कोई कर रहा है तो ऐसे अच्छे से नोट्स बना के एक दूसरे को शेयर कर देने चाहिए। ऐसे ही नोट्स आपको MA के, B.Ed के, ठीक है, आगे भी अगर किसी की आपको ज़रूरत पड़ी तो आप कमेंट कर देना कि आपको किस टॉपिक पे नोट्स चाहिए, मैं उसी का वीडियो बना के आपको नोट्स बना के शेयर कर दूँगी। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना। अगर मैं कोई भी वीडियो डालती हूँ सोशियोलॉजी के रिलेटेड, ठीक है, कोई भी नोट्स डालती हूँ तो वो नोटिफिकेशन आपके फ़ोन में आ जाएगा। दूसरा क्वेश्चन है, डिस्कस ब्रीफली इन सोशल पर्सपेक्टिव। इन सोशियोलॉजी, social perspective refer to different theoretical approach used to understand the structure, functioning and change of society. The major social perspective include evolutionary, positivist, functional and conflict perspective, each offering a distinct explanation of social life. Evolutionary perspective. The evolutionary perspective explains society as a developing through gradual stage from simple to complex form. Influenced by biological evolution, thinkers like August Comte and Herbert Spencer argue that social institutions evolve over time to adapt to changing needs. Herbert Spencer compared society to a biological organism where different institutions perform specialized functions necessary for survival. This perspective emphasizes progress, adaptation, and differentiation. However, it has been criticized for assuming a unilinear path of development for all societies. Positivist perspective. The positive perspective proposed by Auguste Comte stresses that society should be studied using scientific methods similar to those of natural science. Positivists believe that social facts can be observed, measured, and explained objectively. This approach relies on empirical observation, statistics, and experimentation to discover law governing social behavior. Positivism played a crucial role in establishing society as a scientific discipline. Through it is criticized for neglecting subjective meanings and human emotions. Third is functional perspective. The functional perspective views society as a system of interdependent parts working together to maintain social order and stability. Sociologists like Emile Durkheim and Talcott Person argued that institutions such as family, education, and religion perform essential functions for society. According to this perspective, social harmony is based on value consensus and social solidarity. While functionalism explains social integration effectively, it is criticized for overlooking inequality, conflict, and rapid social change. Conflict perspective. The conflict perspective, associated mainly with Karl Marx, sees society as characterized by inequality and struggle for power and resources. It argued that social institutions often serve the interest of a dominant group, leading to exploitation of weaker sections. Class conflict between the bourgeoisie and proletariat is central to social change in this perspective. Though it highlights power relations and social injustice, critics argue that it overemphasizes conflict and underplays social cooperation. Conclusion. Social Every social perspective contributes to a broader understanding of society. While evolutionary and positivist perspective emphasize progress and scientific analysis, functionalism focus on stability and integration, and the conflict perspective highlights inequality and social change. Together, these perspectives provide a comprehensive framework for sociology analysis. Third question है meaning and types of social group. सोशल ग्रुप का मीनिंग और इसके टाइप्स. मीनिंग ऑफ सोशल ग्रुप. अ सोशल ग्रुप रेफर टू अ collection of two or more individuals who interact regularly, share common interests or goals, and have a sense of belonging or group's identity. Here, physical collection of group does not form a social group. Interaction and consciousness of membership are essential. According to Horton and Hunt, a social group is a collection of individuals who interact with one another and have a common sense of identity. Social groups are fundamental to society because social life is organized and carried out through groups. Types of Social group. There are several types of social groups such as primary and secondary groups, in-group and out-group, formal and informal group. Among these, the most basic and important classification is primary group and secondary group. Primary group. The concept of the primary group the concept of the primary group was introduced by Charles Horton Cooley, meaning a primary group is a small group in which members have close, intimate, face-to-face and personal relationships. These groups are fundamental in shaping an individual's personality and social nature. Characteristics: small in size, face-to-face interaction, strong emotional bonds, informal relation, long-lasting and stable presence of the feeling. Example: family, friend, peer group, neighborhood. Importance: primary group are the first agency of socialization. They help in developing personality, moral values, cooperation, sympathy, and social control. Secondary group, meaning a secondary group is a large and organized group formed to achieve specific objectives. Relationships in such group are formal, impersonal, and goal-oriented. Characteristics: large in size, indirect and impersonal relation, formal rules and regulations, limited interaction, temporary or short term based on status and role. Example: school or college, office or workplace, political parties, trade unions. Importance: secondary group are essential for achieving economic, political, educational and professional goals and are vital for the functioning of modern complex societies. Conclusion: both primary and secondary group are equally important. While primary group fulfill emotion and social needs, secondary group help individual achieve specific goal and maintain social order. Together they ensure the smooth functioning of society. Next question I discuss briefly in social institution as education and economy. इसका मतलब हम पढ़ेंगे कि एजुकेशन एज अ सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है, इकोनमी एज अ सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है. ठीक है, सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन क्या है? सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन आर एस्टैब्लिश्ड एंड ऑर्गेनाइज्ड पैटर्न ऑफ बिहेवियर that fulfill the basic needs of society. They provide stability, continuity, and order in social life. Major social institutions include family, religion, education, economy, and polity. Education as a social institution, meaning education is a social institution that transmits knowledge, skill, value, norms, and culture from one generation to the next. It plays a vital role in socialization, personality development. Function of education: socialization teaches norms, values, discipline, and social roles. Transmission of culture: preserve and spread cultural heritage. Social mobility helps individuals improve their social and economic status. Skill development: prepare individuals for occupations. Social integration: promote unity, nationalism, and social comprehension. Importance: education contribute to human capital formation, modernization, and social change by creating skilled and informal citizens. Economy as a social institution. The economic institution refers to the organized system of production, distribution, exchange, and consumption of goods and services to satisfy human needs. Function of economy: production of goods and services, distribution of resources among people, employment generation, regulation of consumption, economic security and livelihood. Types of economic system: traditional economy, capitalist economy, socialist economy, and mixed economy.